Upgrades.
Hey, what's going on? This is Jorge giving you a quick review of the movie Elio. And this movie is an animated movie from Disney Pixar. The synopsis of it is Elio, a space fanatic with an active imagination, finds himself on a cosmic misadventure where he must form new bonds with alien life forms, navigate a crisis of intergalactic proportions, and somehow discover who he is truly meant to be. And this movie was actually a very cute and fun movie. I was very impressed with just the way that they actually took this character, and kind of brought him through this entire journey that he was in. I found it really interesting when you start looking at, kind of the character development of, you have this kid who just never really fit in, and what he was able to do, like in Earth, and how he kept trying to, for better lack of terms, find alien race and, hopefully get abducted. And finally he gets kind of his wish, comes true. And it's really neat seeing him navigate the world, I guess the alien world per se. And at the end of the day, like the moral of the story is just, it's really great when at the end of the day, it's just be yourself. The more you're yourself, the better it is. In terms of the cast, obviously this has a pretty all-star cast in terms of everyone who's in it. I think more than anything, while you're watching this, you'll recognize some of the voices, but something which I found really cool is you were more intrigued with the actual aliens themselves than the voices. This is definitely one of those movies that obviously 100% geared for kids. I will say, when you think about like the replay value of it, I'm not sure how much or how often I'll even think about throwing this movie, onto anything. Let's put it that way. But overall, it was a good movie. I wish that they could have expanded a little bit more, because technically, and this is weird to say, this movie felt really short, and I almost wish that they could have expanded certain sections a little bit more. I think that would have done really well, especially when he's in space with the other aliens, and when he starts forming some of these bonds. I just think that would be really cool. Overall, for kids, phenomenal movie. Both my kids loved it. Completely loved it. Truly enjoyed it from start to finish. I will say we ended up seeing it in 3D, and the 3D wasn't bad. It wasn't like forced 3D like I was expecting it. It actually felt pretty good and normal. If I had to, kind of say, is this going to be like the summer blockbuster for kids? I don't think so. I think this is just one of those movies that is just good. Very forgettable, but still good. Definitely if you have kids, it's good for at least one watch. If anything, just to show them that being themselves is a-okay. Having to rate this movie 1 to 10, it's kind of hard. From a kid's perspective and from my kid's perspective, they completely loved it. I'm sure they would probably rate this like 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Like they thoroughly enjoyed it. They were giggling and laughing throughout it. For myself, I'd probably give this like a a 6 out of 10. Like if it's on TV, maybe I'll watch it. You know, I'll throw it on. It's not something that I would seek out to watch. Let's put it that way. Overall, though, you know, when you think about this movie, like animation was pretty good. It's exactly what you expect from Pixar. You know, it didn't feel weird or rushed or choppy or anything like that. It was all pretty good. But yeah, like I said, overall this is, you know, 6 out of 10 for me. But let me know if you guys saw it, what you guys thought about it. Once again, this is Elio. Great little, you know, movie for kids. Not so much for adults. But let me know what you guys think. As always, this is Jorge, and we'll see you next time. Peace.